Welcome back to EduMotion English. It is so wonderful to have you with us again today. I'm your host, Lily.
And I'm Tom. Hello, everyone. It's great to be back. Lily, I was thinking about our last episode, the one about the job interview.
Yes, Clara's big day.
It was a little stressful. It was very useful, but job interviews are serious. I think we need to talk about something more fun today, something relaxing.
I think you are absolutely right, Tom. After talking about work and interviews, we all need a break. So today, I want to talk about the opposite of work. We're going to talk about hobbies.
Hobbies. That's a perfect topic. It's something you always talk about when you meet new people. You know, that classic question, so, what do you do for fun?
Exactly. It's a huge part of small talk and making friends, but it can be tricky. Sometimes you don't know the right words to describe your interests, or maybe you feel like your hobbies aren't interesting enough.
I felt that way before. Someone asks what I do for fun, and I just say, I like watching movies.
And that's a great hobby, but there are so many ways to talk about it. So today, we're going to listen to a real-life example. It's about a man named Alex, and his experience will teach us some wonderful, natural phrases for talking about our own passions.
This sounds great. It's practical. It's something we can all use. I'm ready to listen.
Perfect. And for everyone listening, please just get comfortable, relax. The goal here is to listen and understand the main ideas. You are learning just by listening. Let's begin. Okay, so let's imagine a man named Alex. Alex was a very busy person. He worked in an office. His days were always full.
Full of what?
Meetings, emails, phone calls, deadlines, the usual things. When he came home in the evening, he was usually just too tired to do anything interesting. He would make dinner, he'd watch some TV, then he would go to bed.
That sounds very familiar. I think many people feel that way. Life can get very repetitive.
It can. And his weekends weren't much different. They were for chores, cleaning the house, buying groceries, doing laundry. He felt like his life was a bit gray. There wasn't much color, not much excitement.
He was just existing, not really living.
That's a good way to put it. But one Saturday, something changed. It was a rainy afternoon. He couldn't go outside. So he decided to clean out his closet.
Oh, a weekend cleaning project. I know those well. You always find interesting things.
He certainly did. His closet was full of old things he hadn't seen in years. And in the very back, behind an old winter coat, he found something. He had completely forgotten about it. It was his old acoustic guitar.
No way! A hidden treasure.
It really was. He pulled it out. It was covered in dust. One of the strings was broken. But as he held it, he felt something. A flood of memories came back to him.
From when he was younger.
Yes, he remembered being a teenager. He remembered spending hours and hours in his room. He would just sit and learn to play his favorite songs. He loved that guitar, but he hadn't played it in over 10 years.
10 years is a long time. Life gets busy. It's so easy to let your hobbies fall by the wayside.
That is the perfect idiom for this, Tom. Fall by the wayside. It means you stop doing something. Other things, like work or family, become more important. And that's exactly what happened to Alex. He felt a little sad looking at the guitar, but he also felt curious.
Curious about what?
He wondered, could I still play? Do my fingers remember? He decided he had to find out. The next day, he took the guitar to a local music shop. He asked them to clean it. He asked them to replace the broken string.
So he was serious about it.
He was. When he got home, he sat down on his sofa. He held the guitar. It felt good in his hands. It felt familiar. He tried to play a simple chord. The sound was not good. It was clumsy.
I can imagine. After 10 years, your fingers forget what to do. They get slow.
They do. And at first he felt a bit frustrated. He thought, I used to be so much better than this. But he didn't give up. He made a small promise to himself. He decided he would try to practice for just 15 minutes every day.
Just 15 minutes. That's manageable. That's not too much pressure.
Exactly. He wasn't trying to become a rock star. He wasn't trying to perform for anyone. He was doing it just for pleasure.
For pleasure. So only for enjoyment, only for his own happiness, not for work or for money.
That's it. The first few days were difficult. His fingers hurt. He made a lot of mistakes, but he stuck with it.
Stuck with it. That's a great phrasal verb. It means he continued. He didn't quit, even when it was hard.
Yes, he was persistent. He kept going. And slowly, day by day, something amazing started to happen. His fingers started to remember the movements. The chords he played started to sound clearer. And then one evening, he played a full song from beginning to end without stopping.
Wow, that must have felt incredible.
It did. A huge smile spread across his face. He had almost forgotten how wonderful it felt to create something, to make music. It was a feeling of pure joy.
That's the best feeling, a real sense of accomplishment.
It is. Soon, playing the guitar became the best part of his day. It was his way to switch off.
To switch off. What do you mean by that?
It's like turning off a light switch in your brain, the work light. When he was playing the guitar, he wasn't thinking about his job. He wasn't worried about emails. He wasn't thinking about deadlines. He was completely in the moment, just him and the music.
I see. It's a way to disconnect from stress. Everyone needs a way to switch off.
Everyone does. And his new hobby started to change other parts of his life. He felt more creative at work. He had more energy. He was happier when he was with his friends. He even started writing his own simple songs. He wasn't a professional musician. He didn't want to be. He was just a man who had found something he was passionate about.
To be passionate about something, that's a really strong feeling, isn't it? It's more than just a casual interest. It's something you truly love.
Yes, it's a deep love for something. The guitar wasn't just an old, dusty object anymore. It was a part of him again. It brought color and joy back into his life. And it all started because of one rainy Saturday afternoon. And that's the example of Alex and his forgotten guitar.
I love that. It's such a hopeful and relatable situation. It really shows that it's never too late to find a passion, or even rediscover an old one. It makes me want to find my old keyboard.
You should, Tom. Hobbies are so important. They make us more interesting people. Now, are you ready to do a quick review of the key words and phrases from our conversation?
Yes, let's do it. I think I learned a few good ones.
Vocabulary review. Okay, our first one was that great idiom you used, Tom, to fall by the wayside. This means to be forgotten or left behind because other things became more important. For example, when I started my new job, my gym routine had to fall by the wayside for a while.
Fall by the wayside.
Next was the word pleasure. This is the feeling of happiness you get from doing something you enjoy. We do hobbies for pleasure. A good sentence is, she gardens for pleasure on the weekends.
Pleasure.
Then we had the phrasal verb to stick with it. This means to continue doing something even if it's difficult, to not give up. For example, learning a language is hard, but if you stick with it, you will become fluent.
Stick with it. That is very good advice for our listeners.
It is. Then we had another phrasal verb to switch off. This means to stop thinking about work or stress and to relax. After a long day, I like to switch off by listening to a podcast.
Switch off.
And finally, the phrase to be passionate about something. This means to have a very strong love or enthusiasm for an activity. For example, my brother is passionate about cooking. He spends all weekend in the kitchen.
Passionate about.
So the 5 key phrases are fall by the wayside, pleasure, stick with it, switch off, and passionate about.
You've got them all. And to everyone listening, fantastic work. You are learning so much valuable English just by enjoying these conversations with us.
And now it is your turn to practice. We would love to hear from you in the comments.
Yes, please. Tell us about one of your hobbies. What is something you are passionate about? Or maybe, what is a hobby that has fallen by the wayside for you?
You can write something simple. For example, I am passionate about reading books, or I play football for pleasure on Saturdays.
We can't wait to read your comments and learn about all of your amazing interests. It's a wonderful way to practice your English and connect with our community. Thank you for joining us.